life always wants you to transform. There's always the next level waiting for you. The question is, are you resisting it? Because life is always wanting you to transform. It always wants you to go to the next level. It always wants you to become that next version of who you're meant to be. And the only thing stopping you is yourself, is your limitations, is who you currently think you are in this moment that is not who you really are. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to transform into the person that you are really meant to be in the next moment, in this moment. Because life is always transforming. It always wants you to become something new. And the question is, are you resisting it? And we're going to be talking about how to transform into that person that most people are resisting in their life. They're resisting that next level of evolution. They're resisting that the butterfly is trying to become into a caterpillar. Your ego is stopping you from transforming. And we're going to talk about how to remove that and shift into the person that you're really meant to be. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program. So what's the first thing you want to consider here? The first thing you want to consider here is to just keep in mind and have the awareness that there is always the next level of transformation. It's always happening. Life is never not changing. Who you truly are is the changeless, the part of you that never changes. But at least at the human level, which is also important to honor in life, because it's just as important as the changeless formlessness of who you are. They're both interconnected and they're both one. That life within you wants to bring through a different level of who you are. Always, always. This is never not happening. There's never a moment in your life that you're not transforming. The question is, what are you living into? What are you transforming into? Keep in mind that you're always transforming. Your thoughts are always changing. Your body is always changing. Your body is continually in a state of change. Your thoughts are changing, your emotions are changing, your body is changing. Everything about this reality is changing. Every single thing is always changing. Always. It's never static. It's always changing. Things might appear to be solid, but it's always changing. Even if you look at the studies that show the body, the body you have now is not the same body you had like 10 years ago. I don't know the exact study. Don't quote me on this. You can look up the studies if you want. But it's something along the line, somebody leave a comment down below if you know the study on this or how this works. But it's very interesting because there's some parts of our bodies, if not the whole thing, I'm pretty sure, I don't know exactly how this works because I'm not too knowledgeable on this subject, but from what I've read, the bodies we have are always changing in the sense that you could have a whole new body, a whole new set of cells, a whole new set of atoms, so to speak. Like the body you have when you were a baby is literally like you exchange the whole body. The whole set of cells is like now the old cells are in the air, they've turned into something else, like the carbon dioxide flowed through your lungs, and like you have a whole new goddamn body than you did 10 years ago. How crazy is that? You've literally transformed. And so keep in mind that there's always something next for you. There's that next business project. There's some sort of developmental line in your life that you're meant to fall into. Maybe to become an entrepreneur, or to have better relationship skills, or to expand your consciousness in a certain area of your life, to get more money, to level up in your life. That next level of transformation is always waiting for you. Always, 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 always. And the only thing that stops it is our own ego construct wanting to stay comfortable in who we think we are. And even though there might be a higher level of transformation waiting for us that life wants to bring through us, our egos will fight for our own limitations. I could be in a coaching call and say to a person, hey, here's the next level for you. This is what I see for you. But the ego will fight and say, no, I can't go there because this and that and these limitations. It'll fight. It'll know that there's a higher reality, that there's a more enjoyable reality with more peace, love, and joy, and more development in a certain area of its life. But it'll still fight for the old reality. Why is this the case? Because the ego construct wants to play it safe. It wants to play it small. It doesn't want to transform into the next level. Who you truly are wants to transform into the next level, into the person you're meant to be. But who you think you are right now will fight for its limitations, and it'll try to attach and be sticky to those thoughts. That was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do that. That's not possible. It'll get angry. It'll be like, no, Francis, you're crazy. I can't do this because this, and this. It'll get stirred up. Yeah, that's your ego wanting to stay stuck. That keeps transforming into the same autopilot version you've been transforming into the last couple years. And the way to stop that is to bring awareness to the fact that you are not your limitations. You are not your limitations. None of that is you. The part of you that wants to stay stuck, it's not who you truly are. It's a limit. Even the person you're meant to be is a limit. But when you understand that you are not your limitations, it gives you the capacity and the spaciousness and the separation between your limitations, so to speak, to create the spaciousness to see, wait a second, this limitation is not who I truly am, and the limited part of myself is always trying to transform into something new. And the more that I can have that spaciousness, you allow life to transform through you. You allow life to bring through the next level that you're meant to be in. So understand that the first step to this process is to always be aware that there is a next level of transformation waiting to unfold in your life. And the only thing stopping you is your own attachments to your limitations and who you currently think that you are in this moment. So the second step to this process is to separate your true self from your limitations. Realize that your limitations are not who you truly are. If you want to transform into the person that you're meant to be, you want to separate yourself, your true self, from the false self, and to have the awareness that your limitations are not who you truly are. Because the limiting beliefs that we have don't seem like limiting beliefs in the moment. They feel like reality. Maybe you want to start that business or become that person or start that, whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to start a barber shop. You want to do this. You want to create that. You want to create something in your life. You want to create a business. You want to create a YouTube channel. Your thoughts telling you why you can't do things seem like reality when you're stuck in them. But they're not reality. They are limitations. And when you believe you are your thoughts, you can't separate yourself from the fact that it's just a limiting thought. It's insane. When you identify with the stream of thinking, you believe you are your thoughts, it stops you from transforming into the person you're meant to be. Literally. So the key is to create spaciousness, create presence in your life. Realize that you are not your thoughts, you are not your limitations. And what you can do is have the awareness that your mind might be telling you certain things, but to question, is this reality or is it just a limitation? And it's hard to tell. This is why a mentor can be so powerful, because they'll reflect to you your own limitation more than we can see ourselves sometimes. You might think like, oh yeah, I have it all figured out. Like I do my meditations, and I think meditation's great. Every single day I've been doing it for 5 years. I'm not bashing it at all. But what I am saying though, is that there's a limit to trying to uncover your limitations by yourself. So that's just a bonus I want to add in. It doesn't have to be me, But to have somebody outside of your consciousness, so to speak, which is of course within your consciousness, but so to speak, relatively speaking, somebody's outside of your consciousness, relatively speaking, to the humanness, what's going to start to happen is you might be able to see where your limitations are. But that's a whole nother video that I don't want to get into in this video, because the power of mentorship is powerful. But what I will say though in this video is that I want you to question by yourself or with somebody outside of you, so to speak, to see that for you. Question, are your limiting beliefs the truth? And this is why it's so hard to answer this question, because I see people that I connect with all the time, like the clients that I have and the people that I connect with, like potential clients and all that kind of stuff. People don't realize that they have limiting thoughts. They think it's just the way that it is. No, it's not the way that it is. Your mind is lying to you. Your mind is trying to deceive you. Don't you see that your mind is always trying to play small? Your mind wants to play small. You think you want to level up, but part of you doesn't. Part of you just wants to stay stuck in the same reality that you've been in, and it'll fight for that reality. And the only way to overcome that is to create spaciousness, is to see the truth that a lot of your thoughts are trying to limit you. Do you have to believe in the story of your mind? Do you have to believe in the concepts that are telling you can't do something? Can you separate yourself, not believe in the story, and move on to the next level anyways, take action anyways? The third final step to this process is not going to be me telling you anything. It's going to be me asking you a question. Where in your life are you playing small? Where are you downplaying your life? In your finances? In your relationships? In the things you want to create? Where are you playing small? Where are you playing like a little tiny ego that can't create into the next level? Because you can play big. You can literally manifest whatever you want. Whatever the hell you want, you can create it. But you have to realize that you are not your limitations to do that. Or at least it becomes a lot easier to create what you want when you realize that who you truly are is a formless being that can transform into anything. Yeah, I exaggerated that on purpose. You can literally become anything you want if you realize that you are nothing. When you realize that you are nothing, you can become anything. When you realize who you truly are, you can be whatever you want at the form level. You have more choice, you have more of an ability to play with life and realize that you can play the role you want. You can own what role you want. But before we get into that, where are you playing small? Where are you playing small? Where can you go to the next level? Is there a certain area of your life right now where you're playing goddamn small? You're downplaying your life. I promise you probably could do way more with your life. And I'm not saying that to bash where you are. I'm opening your mind to the possibilities. You see, even when I talk about the possibilities, it lights you up. It makes you, like me, when I record these videos and I talk about the possibility and you can do more, it's like you literally start to get excited. But then when we live into the limitation, you become more dense. Like playing small literally makes you feel small. Playing small and not allowing the next level of your life to come through creates a density in your energy field, because your energy field wants to keep expanding, it wants to keep transforming, it wants to keep going to the next level. It's not always linear, but it wants to go. Sometimes it's exponential. But what happens is when we fight that process, we stagnate and we start to become very dense. We even become bitter at the world, even at people perhaps. Might even get angry at people because you're not expanding into the person you're meant to be. So if you play small, realize that you're creating density in your experience, and you're doing it because you're failing to evolve and allow life to evolve through you. And the final step to this process is to realize your limitations. From there, don't believe in the story that your mind says. If you successfully realize that you have a limiting belief, Congrats. That's like 90% of the job here. 90% of the thoughts, 90% of your job here is to realize that your limitations are not true. Once you realize that, the next step, which is where most people gonna go wrong, it's the 10% that's, this like 90% of it is awareness. But there's also another level that people might fail to do, which is to take action regardless of what your mind says. But you want to be able to see the limiting beliefs first. Otherwise, you wouldn't even consider that you're allowed to take action in that certain area of your life. There might be certain areas of your life that you aren't even going to go through with or follow through because you think that your limiting beliefs are reality right now. Do you understand the significance of what I'm telling you? You literally are blocked mentally, emotionally, energetically when you can't see your limitation, what you perceive to be your limitation. When you believe you are your limitation, you are literally blocked to getting to a higher level. Literally, that reality is closed off. For example, if you believe like, oh, I can't start a business because it's just, the market is saturated. Simple example. That's not true. It might be true for you, and you think that's just the reality, but there's other people already starting businesses that are doing very well despite the market being saturated. Whatever field you're in, I don't care what it is. You create your reality. I don't care what it is. You create your reality. So there's this fine balance between being realistic and realizing that realistic is what blocks manifestation. Oh yeah, be realistic. Because Francis, you're very motivating, and I hear what you're saying, Francis. But there's also reality. Yeah, those are the mindsets that block you from manifestation. And that's going to trigger people. It's like, yo, Francis, there's reality here. You're talking about, you're going against reality. There's also reality. Yeah, I've noticed that whenever I'm realistic, I don't manifest what I want in my life. But when I feel into my heart, I ignore my beliefs, my limiting beliefs, and take action anyways. That is when the next level of transformation comes through. The people that you listen to that are telling you to stay in reality are blocking you from manifestation unconsciously. They don't even realize that they're blocking you. I'm not saying that they're intentionally like, oh yeah, like they're trying to sabotage you on purpose. No. They are bullshitting themselves too. So the people that are projecting the limitations onto you, saying, oh, you need to be in reality, they're also thinking like that. And are they manifesting the reality that they really want into existence? All the manifestations I've done have required of me to not be realistic. Because realistic is bullshit. I'm sorry to say. There's a balance. I'm not saying to be logical, to not be logical, and to not have your survival needs met, and to take unnecessary risks. But there's a fine line between being logical and completely bullshitting yourself when you know there's a higher level for you. That's just the truth. That's the truth of it. There's a fine line. Are you being logical, or are you bullshitting yourself when you know there's a higher level for you that you're not living into and your ego is just playing small? So, the final thing I want to share with you in this video is once you realize that you are not your limitations, take action anyways. That's my invitation to you. Let me ask you this. I'm not going to tell you what to do in these videos. I'll invite you to do things, but you don't have to do them. It's just things I always invite people to do. So I can be bold and say these things, but remember, it's all up to you. I can't force you to transform. I can't force you to go to the next level. I can speak to the limitations of the ego and manage expectations around how you're going to fight for your limitations. But at the end of the day, it's all you. I can't force you to transform. And if any part of if this video triggers you in any way, it's because your ego wants to play small. That's all it is. Your ego wants to stay stuck. And so, not all people are going to see it that way. Some people are going to be motivated by this video. Some people are going to be like, screw this guy. All are welcome for me, because what you want to realize is that you can transform into what you want to be. And so what I want you to realize is that once you realize you are not your limitations, the question is, can you just take action anyways? I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm worthy enough to go after this. I don't know if I'm able to do this. My question to you is, can you ignore that and then move forward anyways? Can you ignore your limiting beliefs and move forward with the reality and the person you want to become anyways? Well, I don't know if I am worthy enough to be a YouTuber or to do this or to that. Hey, I would ask you this question as a coach. Do you have to believe in that thought? Oh yeah, no, I guess I don't have to believe in that thought. That's a good point, Francis. Cool. Now, can you move forward and take action on what you wanted to do anyways? Yeah, I guess I could. Beautiful. That is how you transform into the person you want to be. Create spaciousness. You are not your limitations. Live into and own who you want to be anyways. So that's all I have for this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. If any of these points in this video resonated with you, or if this video resonated with you, leave a comment down below sharing your experience. And of course, hit the like button as well, so that more people can see this information and learn to be who they want to be, because every single person deserves to know the truth of who they are. And these videos should reach as many people as possible so that they can actually make that happen for themselves. That's all I have for this video. As always, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.